Do you finish the things that you start? Okay, this is something that it's very common in today's world is somebody, they'll start a project, they'll start a task, but they just don't finish it. There's so much great talent. There's so many beautiful people out there and incredible human beings. They're so talented, but they just don't finish the task. They just don't finish what it is that they say they're going to do. And I mean, talking can go into that as well. Like, hey, you say you're going to do something, but you never do it, right? So today I want to talk about the importance of finishing and executing fully on what it is that you say you're going to do instead of just coming up with an idea, maybe starting on it, maybe not. Maybe you don't even start on it. That's awful. But maybe you do start on it, and whenever you start on it, you just don't finish it. And you're like, well, let me work on the other thing that I started too, but I didn't finish that. Boom, you know what? Let me go back to this other thing, right? So you need to understand finishing, that's one of the most important things in life, okay? I'm not just talking about finishing a task or finishing an objective. I mean, being a finisher and just fully executing on something, that goes into a lot of things within life, literally. And if you don't finish things in your life on a daily basis, that will slowly but surely replicate your subconscious mind. And you would be surprised how many things that you don't finish because of the basic things you don't finish. A simple workout. Do you finish your workout? Hey, I'm guilty of it. There's been times where I'm like, yo, let me just eliminate this rep because I'm like beat, right? Let me just eliminate it. But the thing is, you're doing your subconscious an extremely major disservice by doing that. Because you're saying like, oh, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that one last rep. Forget that. I'm in pain. It's like, no, you do need to do your last rep, right? And that goes with more so out of the gym. And let's talk about the work life a little bit. We tend to start projects. And hey, if you're an executor and you're somebody that finishes things and you get things done and you have results, congrats. Give you a round of applause. But this is to my people that just simply, they feel as if they're so talented and they have so much greatness in them and they wonder, man, when am I going to get my break? But it's like, yo, if you would understand the importance of what you say you're going to do and actually execute and finish on that, I'm not saying you're going to hit the jackpot. I'm saying watch the blessings that come from that. What God does for you, what the universe does for you when you execute on that. I can talk about, and I say it all the time, my podcast. Literally, man, I didn't have it perfect. I didn't have the best microphone. I didn't have any of that fancy schmancy stuff. The funny thing is, I still don't. And some of the people I interviewed, you're thinking, holy smokes, Nate, how'd you get in the room with some of these people? It's like, because all I did was execute and I finished, right? And now I have relationships with people that I've looked up to whenever I was young and families, right? Clients of mine came from the podcast because I simply executed. I could have said like, yo, Nate, like just because you ain't got the best webcam, just because you ain't got the best microphone and have a $3,000 microphone or whatever, how much money the best one is, you can't do it. Nah, man. I interviewed these people with a $125, $150 microphone. I still got the same laptop I had in 2015 before I even started a legitimate business under my own name. I was in network marketing when I had that laptop, and I still have the same laptop. You know, people tell me like, yo, Nate, why don't you get a new laptop? I'm like, I don't want a new laptop right now. I like my laptop. I mean, it might die fast, but it's like, it's cool, and I like that. So I'm saying that, and I'm relating that with my story because I finished. You know what isn't finishing? Me still interviewing people that they might have a cool story. They might have been through something, that is worth hearing. But I told myself, I was like, yo, what's the only thing that's holding me back from interviewing higher influential people of status is myself. Because I feel as if I'm not good enough. And I feel as if I don't got the best equipment. As soon as I got over that hurdle, the equipment hurdle, and then me not being good enough hurdle, guess what? God started putting those people into my life. I reached out to them and they started accepting my invites, and I started interviewing them. And now I have relationships with these people. Amazing, amazing people. Like literally, if I need something, or if I want to chat about something, like they're there. They'll talk to me. Same thing for them, vice versa. And I take I take major value, but most importantly, I take major pride in that. Like, I'm so grateful for those relationships that I've been able to establish. And it's because I simply believed in myself. Because here's the thing. If I didn't believe in myself, if I felt as if I didn't deserve to be in there, even if I would have secured that interview, it would have replicated myself during that interview. And I would have been like a fanboy. And me being like a fanboy would resonate being, this guy's just a fan. I don't really want to be close with him. But since I believed in myself, I'm like, yo, I'm great, man. I got the great in my name. I have to be great. People don't get that. And that's a whole nother topic. But again, finishing. Why haven't you finished your task yet? Your objective, your project? Why do you procrastinate to the last minute? Why don't you finish these things? Like literally, why don't you finish? You want to live the lifestyle. You want to have the beautiful people in your life. You want to be traveling. But it's like, yo, if something simple, like if you finished what it is that you said you were going to do or what you set out to do, quit going from project to project, from new business to another business. Finish the first business. Make it profitable. Scale it to over 6 figures. Scale it to over 7 figures. Like literally. And the thing is, you don't even have to have a goal in mind. I mean, you have these people that say about, oh, you got to have an income goal, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I believe in that to an extent. But the thing that I really believe in is finishing and just executing on what it is you say you're going to do. I mean, if you would have told me, Nate, in your second and third year, you'd be making 6 figures having a marketing company, I would be like, yeah, freaking right. There's no way, right? There's no way. But I executed and I finished. I could have had conversations with people. I could have communicated with people and not send them an invoice, not send them an agreement. I could have flown into cities, which I have, met with these different potential clients and called it that. But what's the point of that? I'm wasting money if I do that. And most importantly, I'm wasting my time. So you bet everything in the world, I'm going to follow up and be like, hey, John, it was great meeting with you. Bill, I just want to let you know, I had a really great time during our luncheon, during our dinner meeting. What's the email for me to send the invoice to you? We'll get you started. Boom. Deal closed, payoff. I executed. I made it happen. Right? If you're in business, that's how you sustain clients, man. Quit doing these one-off transactions. Get clients on a month-to-month. Sustain yourself. You deserve it. All right? If you have a great offering and you're able to do that, sustain yourself. You have bills to pay. But most importantly, you have clients to take care of. Get them the results, okay? And if you're getting them the results, take care of yourself. But most importantly, take care of them first. Because if you're just closing somebody to close somebody and you're not getting them the results, then that's just like they're not going to share no friends or referrals with you. There's no need, okay? Again, why haven't you finished what it is that you said you were going to set out to do? Literally, jot down and think about, man, I've been talking about a book for years. I just haven't executed on it. I wonder why. Well, maybe you got to ask yourself, but I don't know who to go to. Okay, well, that's reasonable. You don't know who to go to, do your research. I mean, if you want to know, I guess you can say this is the plug, reach out to me. I help people execute on books, whatever it is that you're looking to do, like, ask yourself these questions. Why haven't I found the perfect mate? Well, maybe It's not about you finding, it's you, it's more so about you attracting the perfect mate. Okay, well, if you haven't attracted the perfect mate, are you working out? No? Okay. Are you eating right? Nate, but that's health and fitness. It doesn't matter, man. You want to attract the perfect mate. You want to attract somebody that is sexy, that's handsome, that's beautiful. Yo, start taking care of yourself. Why do you want to take care of somebody else you don't even know yet and get involved with something that you can't even handle for yourself? I mean, you wonder why you're anxious, depressed, and in your feelings all the time because you don't take care of your mental health. Read books. I mean, people think, others say like read books just for the heck of it. It's like, nah, dude, reading books is so much deeper than that. Reading books goes down to the level of you're literally sharpening your mind and not becoming smarter, right? The knowledge is a byproduct of what you're able to share, but you're developing the habit of staying self-disciplined. And then whenever, things don't go the best, or in other words, shit hits the fan, then you're like, oh, well, I've already read this and I'm already educated on how to stay brighter or sharper during this time. And it doesn't impact you as much. You don't get into a little funk. You just don't. I mean, I'm not saying if you read, you ain't never going to get into a funk, but I'm just saying like the chances are less likely. So you need to understand that. So finishing, it's so crucial. Figure out the questions, ask yourself the right questions that you need in order to complete what it is that you're going to do. Because I want you to win. I want you to be successful. I want you to be the best version of yourself. But at the same time, I can't help you finish things. I got my own things I got to finish and execute on and that I'm working on, and I got to live my life, right? All these videos that I make, I mean, yeah, I get better by teaching and by sharing wisdom and knowledge that I've been able to accumulate and that I've been able to live through, because I hope to inspire you. I don't want nothing from this. The only thing I want is for you to be successful and for you to be happy. I want you to see results. That's what I want, right? I don't want nothing, money or, nah. I just want you to win, period. Go finish what it is that you said you were going to do.